confirm and go live. Minimize. Will you be blessing us with your beautiful mug today, Will?
Maybe.
I'll see if I can find my camera. I still haven't fully unpacked.
Camera's a bit tilted.
Come on, John. It's been only
It's
a
my
couple
body
weeks.
that was tilted.
Oops. I have to say 31.
Oh.
Cool. We are live.
Got the Dutch angle for Will's camera.
Get together, John.
Yeah, John, stop
yourself
dying in
together.
the mic. We got a session to play.
Pull
I found my
yourself
camera.
together.
You're embarrassing yourself, Dad. You're embarrassing yourself.
Get it here?
He went to
He
pee.
went to take a piss. Because he's.
I hate when Cannon goes to take a piss.
He went to take a
It's my
mighty
least favorite
pee.
thing.
That's my
fucking
least favorite.
dumbass.
I hope you
Okay.
can hear us while your piss trickles into the bowl, Cannon.
Let's see. Alright. Let's do it. Woo!
Ooh! Ooh! Things are looking good over there, John. An ergonomic chair for certain.
No light in the basement, Will. Just the screen.
Yep. Okay, my overhead lights are too bright. It's either too bright in here or too dark. So I'd rather
Turn
You
them
can
on.
spend
See-
like
see what they
$5
look
on like a light that you can like turn
It's
on.
so
that way it's
fucking-
like...
It's so bright though.
No. I'm not saying turn on the overhead. I'm saying spend like $5 on a different like a.
Isn't it
like a
just
light
too?
that's not
It's
as
too
bright.
bright, man.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying don't use the overhead light. Spend like $5 on like a lamp or something, and then like
Hold on. Let me see how this looks.
use that.
Is Will's background like crooked?
Yes, his webcam is slightly crooked.
Okay.
Looks like a meat's back on the menu, boys.
Right, yes. That's bright too. They're all bright.
Wait, Will, are those light bulbs, or is it like a bar?
It's bar lights.
Oh, it's bar lights. Damn, that sucks. I was gonna say if it's a light bulb, you could spend like $8 on a smart light bulb and adjust the actual brightness. But
Or I could just twist two of them out. It's just too bright, man. It's not a good look.
yeah, buy a lamp.
You put a piece of paper over them, it'll diffuse the light.
True. Actually, honestly, that's a really good suggestion. That could work.
Vibe in the dark. If I turn my Discord on light mode, I'll get more light.
No, I know.
Oh yeah.
No,
Now we're
I'm
cooking with
saying this for your
gas.
own good, so you're not like in the dark with like just one light source and you're like staring at this thing, blinding yourself. I'm trying to find other ways.
Yeah, I
to
know.
do it.
Okay. Once I move into a different place, I will have an
I do
actual
think that-
setup. I won't be in the
That,
dungeon.
on the horizon, Will?
With
No.
Canon.
Oh,
Thoughts?
There you go. Light mode
Oh, see, that just
Discord.
hurts you more.
light mode Discord just looks so
It looks
gross.
terrible.
It looks so awful.
Here we go. Well, the
My
light
favorite
Discord
thing about
actually looks
Discord is
really
they-
good.
Discord
Yeah.
started on dark mode.
Yeah.
Was the best part. I
Yeah.
think,
Did you just
for the-
unfold that lamp, John? Or whatever?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
John moved all his. John,
Jesus.
is that all your bullshit from your upstairs room that you put onto the shelf? I remember your
Yes.
upstairs room used to have a bunch of shit in it.
Yeah. I
Yo, is
did.
that the Minecraft pickaxe?
It's going right back on the shelf, Jack.
It's the Minecraft sword, I think. Yeah.
Fucking go, JP Joker's Minecraft 2010 tournament.
That'll be the thumbnail.
That's the
Hey guys,
tragedy
JP
of
Joker's
war.
here, running a Minecraft 2010 tournament.
We'll go back and we'll sniff that.
I can get really medieval with this.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
medieval on yes.
I can match with you, John. I got my mug
Ooh.
from Josh.
Let's go.
Yo, where's Cannon's best DM mug?
I forgot who gave me this.
Unfortunately, the wood Unfortunately, the wood
Yo, doesn't Harry have a
expanded
mug as well?
and it
Harry, get your
cracked.
mug. Cannon, get your mug.
The wood cracked
Mug
like
up,
right
gamers.
here in this line because it expanded.
Mm.
You need
Unfortunately.
the gamers to mug up. Yeah.
Look at this.
Sorry to hear that, Will.
Mike, you suck.
It's a
I got a-
BlizzCon one. It's from BlizzCon.
You
I have
don't
a
even play
chalice.
Blizzard games.
I
Nice.
just
had
played
the
WoW
Donkey Kong
today.
bed.
No,
and
you
I
didn't.
died. I died. and I
The
had to
Donkey
restart.
Kong mug is still
Oh,
one of
you
the
did?
best gifts
Wait,
I've ever been given.
Will. Mike died.
I know.
Dead.
He died like
Oh.
4 times. He's died like.
I have spent at least 24 hours in this game, and I am still at level 1.
Wait, why do you reset when you die?
Because he's doing a hardcore.
It's hardcore.
Oh, so you just delete it when you die?
You delete the character
Yeah.
when you die, yeah.
Yeah, there's like an add-on that like tracks it for you.
Cannon,
So, like,
you are
you have to-
omming down. What is that?
It's cannoli, bro.
Oh my god, my mom got these fucking donuts from.
I have no
Dunkin'
idea what cannoli
Donuts.
is.
It's like an Italian sweet.
It's a good
Nuts?
donut, Mike.
Is it like
I'm about
strudel?
to.
Holy cannoli, Mandy.
I'm about to bust.
I'm about to order
I don't know.
dessert, bro.
It's like this
I'm seeing
breading.
y'all.
It's filled with like a cream filling and like pistachios and stuff.
Looks very good. Cannon, where's your mug? You gotta mug up with your fellow gamers. Where's the best DM mug?
Oh, don't worry. I'll have coffee soon. Don't worry. And I'll put it in my tankard that Matt got me.
I'm having chicken fingers.
Okay.
John, was that a paper plate?
Yeah.
It's budget cuts at the Corkins residence.
There's been some budget cuts recently.
I think he just doesn't want to do the dishes.
I don't actually have plates right now. Graham
fuck?
Graham
The
actually had
reality
plates.
is even more sad.
Actually, no. I ordered like 50 plates. They're actually outside in a box. I
Fif-
just haven't opened it.
Why so many?
It was a
Why would
package
you-
thing. It was
50
like
paper plates.
50 plates and bowls and other
Oh,
stuff.
okay. So
Is it 50
so it's a-
total?
It's a
Yeah,
set.
It's 50
Okay.
total. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said. I was like, 50 plates is a lot of plates.
50 plates, 50 bowls.
Yeah, I'm like, you ordered like restaurants
100
probably order off that website to get their like
He's
cutlery.
he's getting ready for the next Thanksgiving to host. or
He ordered
So-
direct from American Cutlery.
let John
Yeah,
cook.
I know. I literally could imagine
John
John
Cook.
accidentally like he's like, oh, these plates are good, not looking, and he orders like a pack of 50 from like a website that sells directly to restaurants.
John, is that Game of Thrones?
God damn it.
I love Game of Thrones.
I love the Night's Watch. Or
Game
I
of
love the
Thrones.
Starks. I think that's a Stark thing, right?
Yeah, it's Stark.
Game of Thrones.
Wow, I love
I like
the
how John
Starks.
just has a random fruit crate on his fucking shelf. The wooden fruit crate.
Oh,
That crate
this?
with the green stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like a
Gotta
fruit
keep
crate.
it fresh.
Would
in
be
there,
great
can't
in
it?
a live-action fantasy set.
I swear I had all my Pokemon cards.
Fucking nerd.
Where do you keep your Yu-Gi-Oh cards, John?
It was also in that crate.
Nice.
You made them mix.
Better
This is
than where Will
frustrating.
kept his Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, in his ass.
What is this weird angle for Will's camera?
I don't know. It's all
It's
crooked.
like it's like crooked, yeah.
The foundation is giving out.
You shouldn't shit on Will's camera angle. You used to have the sagging camera.
Will, your camera is so crooked.
No, I purposely just hid under
Huh?
my camera jack.
It's crooked.
Where's
Oh, the
VTuber Jack?
It's definitely not crooked at all. What are you?
You should make
What
it
are you
more
talking
crooked.
about?
You just make it more crooked. Absolutely not.
Either
You gotta be
either
kidding me,
your
Remy.
wall is just on an angle or the camera is crooked.
Dude, it's got that Dutch
Will,
angle
did you
going
get the-
on.
Did you get the paper, Will,
What paper?
for diffusing the light?
No, I got my gaming glasses.
Oh,
Your gunners.
There we go.
Did we
Oh.
lose someone?
Can that be the thumbnail along with John holding the Minecraft sword up?
There's a couple
It's now
of-
not focused on his face.
It's having a hard time figuring out which part is your head.
All right, John, I did it.
I got a second. I got 2 pairs. I got these ones,
Excellent,
too.
Jack.
Jack.
Excellent.
Got
Glad
the
to have you
VTuber.
All right, now I'm ready to game.
Oh, yeah.
This is session 31 of Tragedy of War.
Of war.
Of war. Of war. Of war. Recap. The session began with the faithful few entering through the front gates of Safeguard. As soon as they did, they realized the foot traffic from all of the oncoming Vedalken refugees was being directed toward the city center by the city guard.
You can't hate Vedalken Canon. Your people love them.
We do now. They will find grace.
They will be shown the correct denomination. Rolland got the attention of two of the guards, who immediately addressed him as Captain Zorn. The party learned of Roland's renowned status within the military of Safeguard, so much so that one of them even asked for an autograph for his wife. Upon learning that Roland's comrades were not followers of Aewa, the guards informed the party of fines for heretical practices, and in other words, any religious demonstration outside of the faith of the ally. This also, they also informed the party of an early 8 p.m. curfew, as well as a newly reinstated prohibition on alcohol, in order for the kingdom to remain at peak defensive vigilance during these trying times. The party bid these two guards farewell and joined the refugees at the city center to listen to the Prophet of Destiny deliver a welcoming address to oncoming refugees. Turns out this welcoming address was actually more of a fond farewell, as a loud echo pierced through the city, then through the clairvoyant mind of the prophet. And for a moment, it was as if time slowed to a still. And then time resumed. The body of the prophet plummeted to the crowd below, and there was a mass panic. The prophet was dead, and he seemed to know that he was going to die. The party quickly identified a building atop a plateau in the southeastern districts of Safeguard, which was most likely where the shot came from. The party splashed through the streets, dashed up the switchbacks of the plateau, and they found themselves standing in front of the Athenium Library. Kev took flight to the roof to try and find the shooter, and Khanek polymorphed Brelikk into a giant owl to follow behind. The rest of the party entered through the front day. It was Rolland who polymorphed him. Rolland polymorphed Brelikk into a giant owl to follow behind. When the party entered the library, they were met with an eerie silence. And Azamar, by the door, looked up from his book to greet them as they entered, notably undisturbed by any kind of loud shot that would have come from the roof of this place. Similarly, all of the Vedalken within the library were also seemingly continuing on with their leisurely reading, undisturbed. The library had 3 levels. Alex and Khanek stayed on the first floor to block off the exit, while Katsu and Rolland moved up to the second floor and split off to search for the shooter. Brelikk and Kev found the specific spot on the roof where the shot was made, and then attempted to smash their way through the roof access, which was locked. Both Katsu and Rolland caught wind that the shooter was somewhere above them on the 3rd or 4th floor. When Katsu tried to advance further, one Vedalken turned toward him and gave a wicked smile. He raised his hands and attempted to bar Katsu from going any further. And so a fight ensued. These Vedalken refugees, who were not at the prophet's speech for some reason, seemed to be in cahoots with the shooter on the 4th floor. The party quickly realized this, doing their best to handle the Vedalken and subdue the shooter. Unfortunately, subduing the shooter proved difficult, but eventually they were forced to neutralize the shooter, the Warforged assassin, and kill all blue people who stood in their way. When the fight was over, the echoes subsided, and the party caught their breath. The session ended with the pounding of boots and the formation of a detachment of defender guards standing behind one Goliath at the front who bore a captain's insignia. By the shield of the ally, lay down your arms!
And Rolland is still an ape, by the way, right now. I did not
Yes.
unpoly him. He is still an ape.
Can you please unfollow him for the love
No.
of God?
I bite my
you.
tail. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck you.
You're a giant. You don't have a tail?
I don't understand. Monkeys have tails.
You're like a giant gorilla. Gorillas don't have tails.
They also have big butts.
Hmm?
You can bite your hand.
I'm a monkey right now. You guys got to do something.
I.
I'm all the way in the back, so I don't have to do shit. I'm just sitting around.
Sir, they have a gorilla!
God.
One of the guards in the back.
Hold
Hey,
your
let's
line! Hold your
What's
line!
this guard's race? No, okay.
Be careful, he's a rabbit. No. Brelikk would
So, yeah.
put his
These
hands
guys
in the
are-
air.
There he is. So, in this formation, so if you're looking at the map, we're talking about what's going on down here, right? First floor.
Can I use a spell?
You could, yeah.
Right.
What do you want to do?
Counter spell.
Can I dispel
Harry.
magic on
Yo,
Rolland to make him
oh,
not a gorilla?
Huge.
Harry, would you say that as a monkey, in polymorph, right? I still have the mental stats of the monkey right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Could I
how it works,
still
guess,
be like this whole time just beating the Warforged body?
Yeah, I mean it's right
Okay.
in front of everyone.
for
I would
sure.
say you're just kind of ragdolling him around, like slamming him against the
Oh, no.
railings of the staircase, and like like the Hulk and
Alright.
Loki status.
I'm gonna dispel magic on Khanek. Oh no.
You cast it at
Roland comes back to
if
his
it's third
senses.
level, it's a contested checks DC.
Oh yeah, do
Yeah.
I get to resist? Do I have a saving throw?
No, what was it? Will has to make a saving throw if he's
Khanek?
casting it at third
Oh.
level. Alex.
So
That is true.
now that I notice Alex casting this as he
Counter
casts it,
spell?
No. I let him. I don't contest it because I'm like, oh, I guess.
My
he's
sheet
already
is
started.
not happy with me. It's not letting me roll anything.
All right. Well,
Yep,
Jack
well,
drops. it.
welcome to machine automation.
Oh yeah.
No, John. He casts it, and then I realize. Oh,
So,
okay, shit's over, and then I let him
Will,
cast it.
If you click on the giant
So
ape
you let him waste this.
and then you hit T,
Yes,
and
exactly, Mike.
now try and cast your spell.
Alright. Giant 8. Hit T.
And you'll see like a little
No.
targeting indicator appear on him.
Okay.
Did it
Some ominous music, Harry.
Did it roll now?
Oh yeah, it rolled.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I jump out of monkey form, and I'd like to think that like as Roland, I still have like one arm on his ankle, and I just fucking like look down at him, and I just fucking shuck it down.
Yeah, you do so.
Roland.
All right, there's
The-
Roland.
If no one's stopping
You're very
me,
low.
the one thing Roland wants to know, like right off the bat, is this guy like
I'm gonna take
like a caster himself, or did he have some other way to create the invisibility? Like, because this guy
Oh.
seemed to be like some kind of marksman, right? So I was like, that's what was like my intuition is like, okay, maybe he's like getting help from some other source to become invisible or something,
Yeah. Roland.
or maybe it's just an ability of his. Yeah.
Yeah, roll.
He's got special
a-
boots.
Are you looting him as we're in the middle of this right now?
No, he's punching people.
Roll a investigation, since that's intelligence.
Sure thing. Wow.
So from what you remember from before with when you were holding the sword to its like head, it looked like it had some kind of device on its wrist that it interacted with, and then like the cloaking came out of that device and kind of like enveloped him.
Can I
So-
take it off if it's still there?
You imagine it's some mechanism. Yeah, you can try. Roll survival check.
Yeah, honestly, if it's giving me any trouble, I'll just take off his entire hand.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, go ahead and roll survival. Very nice. You take the sword and you just clean. So you de-polymorph from the ape thanks to Alex. And you're holding his leg. You toss the leg to the side. You kind of spin the body around and you just take your sword and you go thunk, and just chop off its hand. That's the second thing you've chopped the hand off as Rolland.
Yeah,
And
I'll just
you
take
you
the
hold
bracelet.
it. Yeah. You
That's
hold
my
it up.
trophy.
It's it looks like it's got some kind of very alien mechanism. You don't understand it in the slightest, but maybe you can figure it out. You can add assassin hand to your inventory.
Is it like, am I taking the whole hand and it's like integrated into his hand
It's
somehow?
like
or
the
is it
wrist
like a
and
bracelet?
it's like the forearm and
Guys,
the
we can
and the
take
hand,
this
yeah.
part and put it inside Alex as well. We can give Alex more weapons.
Hey, shove it up his ass.
It's really just the wrist, so if you only want the wrist, you could get that with your nat 20 easily.
No, I'll take the whole thing.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
fine. Okay, assassin hand. Okay.
And you're kind of slashing Rolland, and you slice the hand off and you put it in your bag. As you look up in front of you, the Goliath man who is before all of you has gestured a very long blade outward toward you all, specifically you, being that you're still,
Not heating him.
not heeding. Heed me.
You don't know who I am.
You're not
My
heading him.
dad owns this place. I am Rolland, baby.
Stow your weapons and step forward slowly.
I put my hands up.
Do I know who this person is?
You don't.
Hey, you went to the
But-
academy together.
Make well, yeah, I've said it before.
History, maybe?
Make a history check.
Okay, I can do that.
You guys
Sure.
chilled out in the schoolyard.
Natural
one.
Balance, as all things should be.
A
Quan's
nat
are-
20
I
and then
know
a
who
nat
he is.
1.
Kev, roll history.
I swear to fucking God.
I know exactly who he is.
But I know Goliath, hail from this region, right?
Yes, absolutely. All you know is what I said before, which is that he's wearing a captain's insignia,
Yeah.
and the soldiers behind him are defenders.
Okay. Like non-Goliath defenders.
Some are Goliath, some are,
Okay.
but they're armored head to toe, so it's kind of hard to tell. This is the only guy with his helmet off, and you can see
Okay.
his features.
So I'm gonna I'll stow my swords.
He's a beefed up Goliath with tattoos kind of trailing from his arms to his head.
I'm gonna cast
There goes Jim.
I'm
we
going to
lost the
cast...
VTuber, guys.
He's back.
Where is?
The
Is this Roland?
VTuber's back.
Yeah. Okay, that's. Roland's altar is just rotated. That's why I couldn't tell. Oh, I meant for that to be a level 3 cure wound.
Oh, just add a D8 to it, right? Or 2d8?
2d8.
2d8.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't ask me if I wanted to roll it higher. So I'm gonna heal myself for 22 hit points after I stow my swords. Does he stop me from doing that?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
But he
I say
makes a face,
I say to him, I'll like kind of readjust my helmet after stowing my swords, and I'll say, "I see you wear the insignia of a captain. Who is your commanding officer?"
I answer to the Seraph.
Then we are the same.
The fires of the.
I suggest you lower your sword to me.
Hold your tongue. What happened here? And you would note that the Vidalcan visage on the bodies that are just all around you guys, that it's dropped. It is clearly displaying like the pale skin of changelings that are just covered in blue robes.
In
But
Tragedy of War, can we call them Miskmen instead of changelings?
Just
miscellaneous. But
just-
despite that observation, you feel like he's noticed that, but he's still keeping his guard up.
Well, I see you are trying to remain vigilant, Captain. I think it's quite obvious what happened here. These Bedlam scum infiltrated our city and carried out a covert operation in which the Seraph's new ally was shot through the head. We tracked down these perpetrators and disposed of them after they would not cooperate.
You see him narrow his eyes and squint at you a moment. Is it so obvious? Who's to say this isn't part of the trick? Changelings are known to turn on one another when it suits them.
Yeah.
Seems to me to be the perfect cover story. Without having to kill you, how do we know you are who you say you are? Which you still haven't. Need I remind you?
Yeah,
I
disrespecting the
apologize.
captain.
Quiet, soldier!
Hey, Harry.
Yeah, I think you're on the wrong mic, by the way.
Oh, I am. Whoops, my bad.
I'm a captain as well, right?
You are.
I say, my name is Captain Rolland Zorn, answering directly to the Seraph as well. I'm surprised we haven't met, and I narrow my eyes at him.
I find it suspicious as well. Were you telling the truth? Is there any way you can confirm your identity for me, Captain?
I guess
Pull out your
what I'll
government
try
issued
and
ID.
do here, I can do. Okay, Harry, will you rotate my token, please?
Why? What happened?
Here
So
is
it
my
plays up again.
passport
It's
and
tripping
my
me out.
social security
What's
number.
wrong with you? Oh. How did you get that like that? Oh, there we go. Roland gets off his hands. He's doing like a handstand at the top of the stairs. I'm gonna pull everyone
I'd like
over here.
to flicker my eyes and use my divine sense again, and almost say like, "May Aewa's sight bless me," and I'll just like flicker my eyes, and just trying to show him proof of like divine magic.
He's trying to use a bomb. Take him down.
Tackle the shooter! Okay.
My faith to Aewa is true.
You see him kind of with a very stern expression, unchanging, staring at you, and you see him kind of working his jaw as he slowly lowers the blade. You match the descriptions of the members of the Faithful Few.
Rolland smiles and says, "Once again, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Captain."
Gonath. Captain Gonath.
Rolland nods.
Very well. If you are who you say you are, it is my understanding that you were sent on a mission. And now you have returned.
But hours ago, correct.
And these
Consider
others
them
are
my-
with you.
They are to be considered my guests for now. Until the Seraph can pass his own judgment.
Very well. The Seraph will wish to hear your report.
Indeed.
If you are lying to me, he kind of gestures a finger to everyone, I will ensure that you are all executed for treason. Please.
Would only be right under the laws of safeguard.
You see just a slight crease on the end of his
Oh, yeah, I smile at him.
Accompany me to the White Palace, and he...
God, I hate it here.
And Alex, get rid of that ale.
You're still
Alex
24
kinda
hours.
Alex kind of looks.
hate it here.
Alex looks defensive of it. He kind of.
I don't even like
holds
look
it all
back.
tighter.
Yeah. He just holds the ale backwards.
Yeah.
So, Captain Gonath, he turns and the defender guards part to allow him to pass, and they await for you all to follow.
Put my arms down.
You feel as though, Kev, you feel like it could have gone much worse. Did Rolland not appear the way, that he does?
Worst case, I got this guy's soul.
Yeah, the robot.
Do robots have souls? Do they really?
For mechanical purposes, robots have souls.
Oh,
That's
good
the
call.
Well, I have a little soul in a cage, so
They got that little soul in them.
And so you all would file out following of the library following Captain Gonath. And the soldiers would remain silent as they kind of rounded up the back of the group. They would be
No chatter amongst the soldiers at all.
seeming to keep an eye
Damn.
on you guys.
Captain say the faithful few. Faithful few.
I was rolling a monkey.
They nearly burned down the library.
Like we're just walking and like when no one else is looking except for Brelikk, Rolland just goes like,
Goes, what?
Yeah, okay. Nothing comes through on your mic.
really? Oh fuck. I was just doing a monkey noise.
Oh,
Oh, you gotta turn noise suppression off if you want to get sounds that are not words through the mic
Okay.
in Discord.
that was the quietest monkey noise.
I don't know, man. Yabba dabba doo.
So
Dabba dabba doo.
you're back out in the rain.
As you do.
As you were.
Let's get that sound going.
Am I gonna change
And
to a gorilla?
Captain Rolland looking absolutely monkeyful today.
I wonder what
The
rank
fucking
you have to
One Piece
be to
guy.
turn into a monkey.
I can do it to myself. Watch.
About to go absolutely primal.
What was your monkey version? It was Gorilland or something?
You're Rolland, yeah.
Gorilla.
Gorilla grind looking ass.
Captain Roland reporting for duty.
Greetings.
These hands of mine.
You step back out into the rain. It's all, and you're on top of this plateau that the library stands on. So you're able to see some more of the city, but you know that there are higher places, and it would appear that that is the direction the captain is taking you, as there's kind of like a staircase off the plateau that just goes higher. Even some paths along the roofs of these buildings, these flat top buildings here in Safeguard, seem to be a method of travel as well, to help ascend and descend the plateaus. He takes you up, ascending to the upper reaches of Safeguard toward the White Palace. And it's very, it's marbled beauty. There's, by all accounts, it is as magnificent as the stories say. Gilded gold and blue banners swaying in the rain, and if it were not for the dreary day, you might have shed a tear.
Unlikely.
As you approach the front door, architecture. We won't spend a lot of time on that. The party is approaching basically the front entrance of the White Palace, and there's some guards. It's definitely more heavily patrolled in this area, but even now you see guards like hurrying to their seems like the city is still recovering from the panic that the assassination caused. Guards are very quickly rotating to different posts and stations, and nobles are running into the White Palace still, kind of people are still trying to make their way to where they need to be in this time of crisis. And there are some guards stationed at the front doors of this palace, and they step forward, as you all are approaching, as if to oppose you. But then they see Captain Gonath, and they kind of quickly step back and stand to attention, and without really any remark, you guys just blow by them, including Captain Gonath, seemingly with much more pressing business, leading you all further into the palace. And inside, it's very beautiful and grand. There's these ornate chandeliers, expert stonework. It's kind of like the whole building, on the inside, with all the crazy decorations of a church, like in the real world. It's very similar, in that everything looks handcrafted and hand chiseled, right? There's these tall pillars, high arches, not many doors. It's just huge arches that you just kind of walk through open air.
Open air cooling.
It's very busy in the palace. What would otherwise probably be a peaceful and echoey stroll through a quiet building is otherwise drowned out by the continuing panic. The song is such a...
Yeah.
Oh, you guys hear a moan down the hall. But you guys pass by generally, like, you know, the front areas of the palace, and away from all of the chaos, somewhat. You know, it dies down a little bit, and then it does become quieter as you move further into the palace. So much so that you begin to feel you hear your own footsteps echo, and in the quiet of all the metal, you know, chung chung, like of the guards and you guys stepping down the hall, you would hear an echoing conversation, kind of muffled through the walls. Sounds like it's coming from like a larger space that you might be near, but you're not there yet. The conversation's muffled and it's like unintelligible. Like you can't make it out at first, but as you continue down these halls, the conversation becomes more clear, and you hear one speaker say, "The Seraph will not be holding audience for any matters related to your people. The struggles of the Utale nation are not priority at this time. You can consider your request for aid denied once more, Jorma. I'm sure you can understand our situation. I apologize on behalf of Safeguard. Blessings of Aewa be with you and your people. I wish you the best of luck."
This fraudulent ass motherfucker.
And
Well.
This fucking fraud. We gotta kill him. We gotta kill this fucker now. He's a secret agent, guys. We gotta kill him. I'm saying this out of character, of course.
in a video game.
In a video game.
We gotta kill him. We gotta kill him. We have to kill this motherfucker. This piece of shit.
Where is here we go. And Jorma, so as you're standing before this staircase up to an empty throne, you see not even the Seraph himself, who can't even seem to spare his time for this, to hold audience with you. A blue-garbed elf standing at the top of the stairs, looking down on you like they always do. Do you say anything in response to his denying aid?
Me?
No.
Not to the dying of aid. I would not say anything to that,
Okay.
as it is expected.
He kind of gives you a half-hearted smile and nods to you as if to hope you will go away.
I will turn to leave.
And
As I turn to leave, though, do I see the group and Captain Khanek?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy? Why don't I know about him?
It's a very good question, Rolland.
He's also a changeling.
Changeling scum! I
It's
charge
Misk.
him.
He's Misk.
Yeah.
So as you turn to leave, Jorma, the party turns the corner out of some of the back halls into the great hall that you find yourself in.
Brelikk, what's your reaction upon hearing
and
all this shit?
You move into the great hall, and this tall, skinny Goliath with tribalistic tattoos is walking out as you're walking in.
Is that?
Brelikk.
Yo, I give him a fucking look. Hold on. Is that... Yeah.
So, toward the front of the group, you got Captain Gonath and Rolland. And
Yeah.
so, as you are passing each other, let's see here. Oh, did I move him?
See, Jorma holds 7.
Oh, I
hoods
totally
of
just
detect
moved this
magic.
character. Okay, there we go.
Nah!
Alright.
Will, we're killing your character.
I know you're not the real Jorma. You have 7 hoods of detect magic.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Cannon, your picture is so immensely large. Okay, here we go.
Why is it so fucking big?
It's really high resolution. That's why.
Yeah,
So crop it.
yeah. Okay.
Um,
So
That's not how crops work. Okay.
okay. So, since Jorma and since Rolland and Captain Gunna, they're kind of toward the front of the group as Jorma's walking this way. You're kind of passing each other, Jorma and Rolland, and there's this moment where you're looking to one another, and it's like a passing glance, and not for real this time, but it's almost like for dramatic effect, time slows down, and
It's the Zoolander meme.
Yeah.
He's walking
Not your
out.
bra.
yeah, he's passing your group right now, so he hasn't passed you yet, so don't worry.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say.
Jorma.
Before anything happens, I want to talk to Captain Gonath.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
That
So
Oh,
is-
you stop us. You stop us heading to. Okay.
yeah,
I don't stop.
You're
I don't
playing.
stop per se, but as I'm approaching, as I'm like walking towards, Jorma would look at Captain Gonath, and he would spit at his feet. And he would say,
What the fuck is happening?
how you sit and work for these people as your people die.
you recognize the tattoos of a Utale along Captain Gonath's skin, and he looks to you, Jorma. He stops. The whole group stops behind Captain Gonath, looks to you, and he says, if the Utale people, our people, are to be independent truly, then we ought to be self-sufficient.
You say this as you suckle upon the teat of this nurturing shit city.
I care not for the independence of our people, but if you do, I would suggest you take matters into your own hands.
As I always planned it.
And you're standing before this man, Jorma, recognizing him as captain of the guard. You know him by name, Captain Gonath, by reputation, if not personally. The man... well, and then you would also see beside him, at this point, Rolland, Captain Zorn, as you would also recognize, who would theoretically be the man who would actually be sent to help your people, being of the enforcers, if your request were ever granted.
Roland will dig into his pocket really quick, and he'll grab one of the propaganda flyers and hand it to Jorma and say, "Maybe you can make a difference, kid."
Kid.
I don't even reach out my hand.
Shit.
What's Brelikk doing? When
I
he
just
sees
hold
Brelikk?
it and then I just like I drop it.
Just
and
giving Jorma
I'll let it
the-
fall to
the
Jorma's
biggest
feet.
stare.
As he's
Still.
holding out this propaganda piece, Jorma, in many ways, this man is just a shining example of everything you resent. And Rolland, as you look back at this guy,
I take no offense to it. I just dropped the pamphlet.
you have no idea who he is. Just another
A loser.
another uncivilized Utale trying to prey
Uncivilized.
on the kind hearts of Safeguard.
As the flyer falls, I look at both of them and I go, I cannot wait until the day where you are on the ground begging for mercy and Aewa is nowhere there to help you. Truly, then you will understand.
The tragedy of war.
We revere Aewa, and you do not. And look where it got your people. Looks to me the captain here has some sense on his head.
The captain here is a traitor. He left his people, he fled. And he gives no shits that they are gone.
Perhaps he just realizes that a world where Forlorn wins this war and evil takes over this world is one not worth living in.
Depends which side of the coin you're looking at.
I can speak for myself. Thank you, Captain Zorn.
Yeah, you're like, look
I
at
just,
this
like-
guy of your race. Look how it works for me now.
I break eye contact and I'm like,
Speak for this guy of your race.
There is more to this world than we all care to understand. I wish you luck, nevertheless, in your quest against the Necronimbus storms. And he offers you a nod, and he places his boot on the spit, and he swipes it to the side, and begins stepping forward further. Brelikk, you recognize Jorma of the Utale.
Yeah, I'm staring him down.
And at this point, with Jorma's attention shifting, I would say he sees you. Do you say anything, Brelikk or Jorma?
No.
Yes!
So as he passes,
It's the perfect continuation of Arc 1.
yeah, perfect continuation. As he passes, I'll just ask the simple question: where's Misk?
He stayed in Bedlam.
If only I could believe that. And I leave.
Oh my god.
Jorma, you were reminded.
even do anything.
I know.
Jorma, you are reminded.
Jorma and Misk were like,
you're not supposed to be
They were
racist like me.
this.
As
From
we
a
pass
miss,
by-
they were like this.
No, he's racist
Yeah.
against changelings now, though. Remember.
as
Of course.
we like walk or whatever, I'm gonna pick up the pamphlet. we can't litter,
Yeah.
guys.
Add safeguard propaganda to your inventory, Kev.
Okay.
This is the unsigned one, right?
Yes, it's the unsigned one.
Okay.
Jorma, you are reminded, and your resolve is steeled from this encounter in what you know you must do to continue to help your people. Because these high and mighty Safeguardians won't.
Yeah, as Brelikk says that, I will kind of look towards him and I'll say, Or is I gonna go with this? Hold on. I'll kind of say, so you've decided to join Safeguard.
I've decided to not abandon the quest given to me. If you go
Still
through
on.
what you are going to go through with, you'll ruin this world.
At least I'll be making a change. What have you done? Still on your quest of gods and magic? Where are the gods? You are out chasing your tail. I'm making true change. What do you have to show for your efforts? Where is your party? You were the only one left. Everyone else had sense. They realized
Everyone else did
this
not
was going
have
nowhere.
faith.
Faith in what, Brelikk?
Faith in a better future. You
A better future?
only wrought destruction.
Look at where the future is leading us, Brelikk. Did you hear that Destiny exploded?
And the prophet killed.
It only proves that we, as the originals, failed to do what was right only by blindly following those around us. I've learned to question those around me.
Yet you stand
You
here with
clearly
Safeguard.
don't. I do not stand with, I stand in for the time.
And then you will stand in another nation. And you will stand in another nation. And you will stand in another nation. But when will you finally make a change, Brelikk? You just keep going on and on. They put you aside. They put us out of the way. That's why they sent us, the faithful few. They sent us on this quest to chase our tail, Brelikk, to waste time. They know that we can make changes, but they don't want us to make changes, Brelikk. They want to push us in a different direction. We could have been doing something, but we wasted too much time. And everyone else understood that. You, unfortunately, still blindly believe in this quest of gods.
How long did it take to prepare this fucking speech?
All of Act 1, baby.
Who walks away
Yeah.
first? Who walks away first?
Kind of badass.
Shit.
Not gonna lie.
It's fucking damn. I'm trying to piece it together now. Fuck.
He got you, bro.
You'll be
He's
fighting
really-
their
he's
wars
really
forever,
getting me.
Brelikk. You'll
Yeah.
be fighting their wars forever.
I'm glad I followed the captain.
The end to a
Quiet,
war.
soldier.
The end to a war does not always mean destruction. This I have just learned. And if you follow through with this destruction, this change you so want, then you are no longer my ally.
You must have me confused, Brelikk. I do not wish for destruction. I wish for retribution and rebirth of a nation. Lost, forgotten about by the people of Safeguard. These heathens. They sit upon their thrones believing in Aewa, this god and this almighty knowing will save them. But they make no decisions for their own. They look down upon others. They only care about themselves. They don't care about anyone else. I'm here to make actual change. Now, you can go upon your quest, believing in these gods in this quest with these replacements that you have found for us, these other blind but I will make the actual change. I will save the people that were lost. The voice of the voiceless. And if you want to prove to me that you want to make actual change, you could join me. You could save my people, Brelikk.
If you truly loved your people, you would let them rest rather than believe you could fully bring them back.
I do not believe, Brelikk.
And build something new. To tear down another civilization. To tear down these people will only prove the monsters they think that you think that they think you are.
A lot of thinking.
A lot of thinking.
I am not tearing down Safeguard. There is no point. That is a waste of time. Safeguard will tear themselves down. Their constant belief that Aewa is a crutch. They will eventually eat themselves within. I am doing nothing. I made a promise the first time around that I would try once more to ask for aid, and I did. I knew the answer. I knew that they would deny me, and I knew I would be on my own again. And I might die trying to save my people. But at least I know I'll die trying to make a change instead of falsely believing and marching forward with some nonsense quest like you are. And you were the original, Brelikk. You were the original in your group now. Yet you let a man from Safeguard stand before you, in front of you, Brelikk? You let him lead? You were from the originals, Brelikk. Yet you take, again, a back seat and let him lead? Are you a follower, Brelikk, or will you ever become a leader?
It's so funny you're saying this, Will, because fucking Cannon messaged me at some point asking if he could jump in at some point.
No,
when. You can't!
I said when, okay?
Get fucked.
I might try to.
What was it happening in character? So in character,
Yeah.
you got backseat. So
Well, it seems that although you may not believe anymore what I am doing is fruitful, we both have journeys in front of us. Be seeing you. I turn to walk away.
As you walk away, I will say, if you wish to make a true change, tomorrow at dawn, I will be walking into the storm. And I will find my people. If you wish to make an actual change that you can see with your eyes, and you don't have to believe in, you know it will make a change, feel free to follow. Or lead. But I know following is more of your thing. And I will walk away.
That was a heated conversation.
The first time Brelikk and I have talked, by the way, in character, probably.
That's actually so true.
That would've
We've
been
never spoken in character.
So all of Arc 1 just comes out.
So much pent up anger on the shelf.
are we the bad guys?
There were a lot of really cool quotes in there.
Alec watches Jordan walk away and looks down at Kev.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the pamphlet. I don't know what's
So,
going on.
in out of character,
Yeah.
Whenever a player comes in contact with one of their former characters, it is an opportunity to make a switch. Not in this moment, but we can figure it out between sessions, transition-wise, just so everyone's aware. This is the first time it's come up, but this is kind of how it'll work. Is if Will wants to be Jorma or Alex, and then based on his choice, we would, between sessions, figure out how to make the
Transition.
Seems pretty
Yeah.
simple. Alex is gonna die when he doesn't get rid of the ale by safeguard guards. You know what I mean? So he'll be slaughtered in the streets, and then we'll have to play Jorma.
Well, if Will plays drummer, then I'll just play Alex.
Yeah.
And then somebody else take Cav, and then we'll just keep.
Wow!
We just keep shifting.
We just all shuffle our characters, like put them in a pile, and then draw them out to each player. Like you get to play Khanek today, Cannon.
Pog. Sick. As soon as I pray Brelikk, I'm jumping off a cliff.
All right, the moment I play
Can't bring it
Rolland,
over.
I'm gonna nuke safeguard.
Brelikk, can Rolland approach you after that conversation?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So Jorma steps away, and footsteps echo. The kukris at his side, the dual kukris still sheathed, and
I love
his bald head disappearing around the corner.
So that was the Jorma you described from the past faithful few.
Yes. And I had no idea that safeguard doesn't take care of its own.
Well, I wasn't the one to make that decision. I truly believe that Safeguard's intentions are in good regard. What I said earlier to that man was the truth. That nothing matters if we lose this war. If this world is enveloped in evil, then his civilization will be an afterthought. Brelikk, I understand you might have personal feelings or quarrels with some of these past members, but no, they abandoned their quest and you did not. You're in the right place.
No, you're not. Leave it. Leave it.
Two.
Join us, Brelikk.
And he'll just like,
I believe where I am now, following this quest, is the right move. But know this. To neglect and abandon your own, you must ask yourself this question. Are you really better than those you fight?
well, Brelikk, when I obtain the power of a god and can protect an entire country by myself, I'll let you know about completing the impossible. Until then, I'm simply just a man.
I'm really not liking Rolland right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's funny out of character for the
Guy-
safeguard organizational structure. It's like manager, paladin, god.
It was supposed to be like
Quite literally have a god complex.
No.
What?
No,
okay,
he was
supposed to
saying
be
actually become a god.
Yeah, no. I was trying to say like it's impossible for me to become a god, but like, haha, I'll let you know when I can protect an entire country by myself.
Yeah.
He's making fun of Jorma.
Sorry. Yes,
I think.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That man's aspirations are unobtainable.
Small deeds can lead to greater change.
Destiny has just fallen. The war has not looked this grim in a long time, Brelikk. In fact, I feel it's coming to a crux, where the fate of the world is not an exaggeration. Our resources are being spent in the correct ways. We will tend to ourselves after the world is safe. It is a sacrifice that we take upon ourselves in order for the greater good.
And Rolland,
We must speak to the Seraph.
So you guys would have been walking and talking for
Yep.
this conversation after Jorma left. And as you finish your final thought, Rolland, you kind of think that, yeah, there was, from the safeguard perspective, a lot of truth to what the captain said, Gonath, in that the Utale nation declaring their independence, the moment that happened was kind of the moment they became not your problem as captain of the enforcers. Like, that was what was basically instructed to you from the higher ups. It was that, like, literally them trying to break off was what caused Safeguard to give them the cold shoulder, and so you've never considered, it's never been part of your responsibility.
Okay, yeah, totally. I think Roland would still have said the same stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So when you were in that throne room before, you'd have noted that Seraphindeus was not there. So Captain Gonath had taken you into the back halls, up a couple of flights of stairs, and then out onto an exterior garden. It's raining in Utah right now too. This is perfect.
Who's running here?
And so you're back out in the rain again, on what looks like the roof of a lower level of the White Palace. Like, through the floor there would be more rooms, right? And you're on this terrace that's filled with beautiful fauna and these shimmering, almost like arcane flowers. It seems like some of the vegetation looks almost magical in some way. The day is still very dreary, gray and cloudy, but as you enter this garden, it feels much more bright and colorful. And Gonath continues until he reaches the edge of the garden with you all, which is, the edge of the garden is essentially a curved balcony, so like a semicircle, and the balcony is looking out to the west. So on the map, west would be over the city of Safeguard and off into the distance on the horizon, Forlorn. And this balcony kind of overlooks all of that. In the center of the balcony, standing there with his hands behind his back, facing away from you all, the Seraph stands. And Consul Corinth, the elven fellow you had met in
Quite.
the basements of Gale, all the way through Bedlam and to Safeguard, now standing beside the Seraph, whispering. You're not exactly sure what is being said, but it looks like he's informing him of of what might have just transpired with Jorma. And the Seraph has these large angelic wings, clearly Azamar in nature, but the wings themselves almost completely lost their divine glow. The feathers are withered, matted, and even missing in some places. And so kind of in this backdrop is this crackling smog of what looms over Forlorn, the kingdom of Forlorn. And Captain Gonath stops before reaching the Seraph and drops to a kneel. And he kind of puts his hand over his shoulder. My Seraph, I bring you the faithful few, Captain Zorn among them.
I kneel. I do the same salute and say, I have returned. My Seraph.
And Captain Gonath kind of peeks over his shoulder to look at you, and he kind of, like, cocks his head as if to, like, urge you to report.
I was okay. Yeah. I'll break my salute, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'll say, our timing back into the city, well, I don't know, fortunate or unfortunate, was mere moments before the assassination of the leader of the Vedalken. We were in the town square when it happened. Not in the confusion, somehow we managed to see where this shot had come from. We tracked them down. Unfortunately, they resisted capture. It was not possible to guarantee our own lives without destroying them. Some other guards are currently cleaning up the mess in the library. However, on my journey, I have found this man Brelikk and these other unlikely but faithful few.
Alex waves.
These other assholes.
What's of Gale?
The voice
No, you're
booms
fucked,
upward,
idiot. You're
and
so fucked.
back
What do you
still
expect?
to you.
That beaked-faced coward will remains
Big-faced
as he
coward.
did before.
I am going to pick you up and... Okay.
Remains as he did before. Neutral.
He turns around to face you, and you see wearing this gilded blue armor with gold accents, almost ceremonial in fashion. And it looks like he donned it recently after just witnessing what happened in the city center. He looks extremely old, surprisingly so that, given that he's an Aasimar.
Can I make a history check?
Yeah, sure, buddy.
It's fucking Snoke from Star Wars.
Like how ancient are we talking? Like
From
See,
most
now Matt
people's...
sees this guy.
Yeah.
And now he's second guessing his options. Now he's like, oh, Jorah wasn't talking bad anyways. Look at this creepy old fucking guy.
So about Aasimar, Brelikk, that in a way, they can be immortal or live almost exponentially. They only die when they're killed, or from like
People die when they are killed.
Yeah. But so it's kind of a testament for how long this guy survived, if he's still alive in his old age, like how many lifetimes he's lived. And the stories go with the Seraph here, that he's been ruling of Safeguard since the beginning of the everlasting conflict. So just about 900 years.
what? He couldn't make it to 1,000 yet?
It's my 999th birthday.
I have 6 days for retirement.
He gets assassinated.
So yeah, indeed, this old man in front of you is way past his years and stands in front of you almost as if defying his own age. His face is full of wrinkles, and it ends with like this combed beard. He seems to be a little hunched over, but even then, he stands about 6'2". It's hard to make out with the armor, but with the mask that is currently on him, you assume if he was younger, he would be like a one-man army. His eyes scream agitation and the need for vacation. No! Why is everyone so useless?
Is this him talking?
Yes.
For the love of God.
Come get your
Fuck.
mans, Cannon. Come get your mans,
I
bro.
know, okay.
He like slams his fist over on like the concrete wall that he was standing out to, and it crackles under his hand. The consulate was bombed by some bucket of bolts. The home of the Vidalcan are gone. Exploded. I saw it from here somehow.
We also
And the-
saw it from the peaks of Gale.
And their answer to this is it was destined to happen. Are you serious?
Well, at least it's in the name.
My lord. My Führer.
Shmee, stop me from doing something terrible. Shmee.
I have reports that there are necronimbus storms plaguing the eastern border. What a stupid name. Back in my day, they were just dark storms. Some idiot with no time had to call it a name instead of doing something about it.
Don't put old man to bed, dude.
Jesus Christ, this guy needs to die.
This is the side you guys are on, by the way. So you guys all suck one of these.
And now with Destiny gone and Haven preoccupied, now we are fighting a war against undeath on the western border. Alone!
If I could somehow give Rolland a shit-eating grin,
Fuck
is
you,
it
man.
possible?
Man, what you're really trying to say is
There's
man,
actual
we
shit
can't
in
a
his
shit-eating grim.
And you
that's
people, and he points over to you, Brelikk. You
What the-
fucking podunks in fighting inheritance. I'm sorry. Is now
Brelikk in this
spilling
moment-
over the northern border.
Brelikk trying so hard.
Whoa, you
In-
people,
in-
you can't
in
see
his-
people.
In his mind, Brelikk is saying in his mind, do not punch a ruler, do not punch a ruler, do not punch a ruler.
The fighting has taken over and taken hold of Palisade. What is the point of forts if you can't defend it?
My lord. My lord.
Man, I feel
I-
so vindicated right now. Oh,
Fuck you guys,
this is
fuck
so
all of
good.
you. What the fuck is this, dude?
Oh,
Okay,
And-
I
No, he's still going. And if the Prophet of Destiny has just been assassinated within my own walls of Safeguard by a Warforged. How in the nine hells did he even
Wait.
get here?
how did I never said it was a warforged.
That's actually
stab
insane.
him. You can make an insight check if you want.
Dude,
You can probably assume
honestly.
because it was a gun that, you know.
Okay, I'll make one.
Just say that in character, Roland.
After my insight check, I guess I will say it out loud.
Yeah.
Just because it's funny.
Captain Gonath shoots you a look.
Yeah, I just say like I never said it was a warforged, sir.
It was a gun.
He just calls
What
it like
else
it is.
could it be?
Okay.
What is the
I
Gate
thought
Guard
I
even
got you
doing?
guys.
And now you're telling me Gale is rejoining? You didn't get Gale to fight. You didn't make them neutral. They're fighting for the opposite side.
Wait, is this like new information?
No, wait, they went to go fight. I thought they were going to go fight Forlorn. No, are they joining though?
No,
they're
they're
joining
joining Forlorn.
Oh, yikes.
Lord
Khanek
Akko was
really
talking
fucked
about reforging the relationship between Gale and Forlorn.
Oh!
I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, you really fucked up, Cannon.
Yeah, good job, fucking dumbass.
Captains of Safeguard, I am too old for this.
you know.
God.
Really?
No.
Gonath, are you sure these aren't changelings in front of me? Corrupting my orders? If you're wrong, I'm gonna break my foot in your ass.
Man, I hope Jorma got through to Gonath, man, because my God, he's ruling for this guy.
Oh my God.
He's on his hands and knees, sucking at this guy's fucking feet.
I told you, it only takes one session, Cannon, for you to be assassinated, you fucking dumbass.
You're telling me in 900 years this guy couldn't
Everything my
find
character
one
stands
successor?
Everything my fucking group stands for is on shambles.
Couldn't find a successor. Couldn't
This is
you
a chance for
mate
character
and
growth.
have an
Canon.
heir or something.
This is a perfect opportunity for growth.
My seraph. A changeling could not fake the true faith to Aewa. I have seen it from Captain Zorn firsthand. I can assure you, it is only Safe Guardians and his... Well, perhaps we shouldn't have brought them along. They are a trustworthy group. And Consul Corinth would say, I am inclined to agree.
Alex will pour a glass of
All-
ale. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
all of
Not
these,
pay up for ale right now.
all of these men have received the blessings of multiple gods. They are the faithful food, and if you investigate, you will be able to confirm that.
They do match the descriptions. They were the ones who got me out of the very sticky situation I was in Gale. Thanks, Mike.
My liege, Lord Aku could not be reasoned with. He is a man of impulse. And I know destiny has fallen, but we still walk a righteous path.
What are your next steps, Rolland? How are you going to fix this? Do you get it yet, Rolland? We're it!
Yeah, are you gonna
Please, it can't be happening.
The tone change from the previous conversation to this one is immaculately good.
Your ass. All that respect we had for you when we first walked into this city is fucking gone, bro. Gone.
It seems like he's giving you a chance to redeem yourself like right now, so...
Okay, I say, the gods have made it clear that they have a hand in the outcome of this war, Seraph. They have blessed these people, and now myself as well. And while I don't understand why Aewa has not reached out with the similar blessing, after all I've devoted to them, I believe that tracking down these tablets, receiving these blessings, and confronting the sources of evil in this war. With this group, as unlikely as it may be, is how we maintain the favor of the gods. That is how we turn this war around. I did not come back empty-handed, my lord.
Tablets? Show me.
I don't think Rolland has them.
You have one of them.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, we
do
each
I-
hold our own.
Oh, right.
Oh,
okay.
wait. Wait
No,
a minute.
Roland doesn't have one.
Roland
Yeah,
doesn't
Roland-
have it. Khanek has it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Khanek has that.
Oh.
And Brelikk. Khanek and Brelikk.
You want me to
Do I know that
show
they
me?
do? I turn to the rest of the group, but I essentially just say, like, if you would, please.
I know I'll get it back, so bring out the tablet of law.
Yeah.
I show
Oh
my
my
tablet
God.
of chaos.
It's just you're basically sales pitching like this old fucking man on the edge of the world. You're like, hey, magical tablets.
Would you like to buy a timeshare,
Yeah,
sir?
and good luck trying to take it off us, because they fucking come back.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused, Rolland, at my old age. How are these rocks supposed to help us win a war?
My lord.
My lord.
My lord.
My Führer.
My...
It's literally that video.
Yes, I've literally been thinking about this video the whole time. My lord,
Seraph,
I know
your
what,
what's the difference?
Seraph, I know not what has swayed your confidence since we last met. But the war is not over. Safeguard still stands strong. These tablets are blessings from the gods themselves, and they have chosen us. They have chosen to give us their faith as we have given ours to them.
You are right, Rolland. Safeguard is strong. A hard and sturdy mountain. But if you have enough pickaxes... We are
dirt
alone.
analogy.
The Bedlam have no wish to fight. It is as their destiny. I am at my wit's end. We cannot allow for mistakes. Are you so certain that this path will bring you and bring us victory?
Can I roll an insight on the two captains talking to the Seraph to see if this is just another normal conversation with the Seraph?
Yeah, I would like to know this too, Mr.
yeah, like what's the tension like here? Yeah, roll it.
Yeah.
You would note that Gonath is very subdued. Dirty
This is like
one.
the average conversation you think in Safeguard, really.
Someone else roll.
Do
But
I get to make an insight?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You can make an insight.
I do.
and
You know that-
see, yeah, go.
Yeah,
for
you
it,
know,
Ben.
you know that he's a bit cranky, but usually he's a bit level-headed. But in the recent times, probably with all these events happening in such a short span, within like the last week or two, that it's kind of caused him to blow a couple gaskets. He seems like he doesn't look like, as you get a closer look at him, he doesn't look like he slept. He's like bloodshot in his eyes. It looks like he's just kind of trying to keep everything together despite everything falling apart. Because from his perspective, you have Forlorn, Gale, Bedlam, and Sanctum now, and he has no allies to depend on. Haven is almost kind of recovering right now, and Destiny is gone. So
What Cistern?
Do you say that in character?
Fuck no, I'm not joining this conversation. Are you
in
fucking
fact, it's
insane?
actually worse because there is some infighting with the orcs up in Heritage on his border. So now it's affecting him, along with the Necronimbus clouds in his own territory. So he is quite lost in terms of what to do.
Clearly, we need to leave Safeguard right
looking-
now and go
right
to
now-
Heritage.
Right now, Rolland, he is looking for your confidence. He is looking for you to provide him an answer.
I say to him, I'm like, Seraph, this loss in your confidence, I don't know where it comes from. The other countries have all disappointed us many times over in the past. It is almost as if we didn't have their help altogether. We may stand alone now, but it is as we always have. I believe that if we continue seeking these tablets, that we will only become more powerful and gain more options. Send me to one of the front lines. Send us while we investigate a new territory. Search for another tablet. Perhaps we can even lessen the load on the front lines. Give us some more footing back. Use me for the greater good.
Well said. You've given me quite an idea, Rolland. No. Captain Zorn.
Sigile! Sigile!
Zon! Zon!
Cut this out of the video. Get it out of the box.
It's in a video game. In a video game.
In my
Captain Zorn, I need you to go deal with the podunks under Doramar on the northern border. And convince the Maladar's men to rejoin the war on our side.
You're asking me to go to the front on Heritage.
My sir,
That's correct.
You cannot mean to.
I do mean. Don't. I know what I'm doing.
To reason with Maladar? He is far too stubborn.
Are you questioning me, Captain Ganath?
We'll find a solution, even if it requires not reasoning with Maladar.
Of course not, my seraph. It is a magnificent idea.
My seraph, who is this man?
No, your concerns are well placed. He's a captain. Ever since you left, I had to station a new one, Rolland.
I was gone for 2 weeks.
The city still needs his captain. Ganath, your concerns are well placed. I am fully trusting Rolland to find a solution to Maladar's passiveness and to join our side, break out of neutrality, and find a foothold back in this war again.
And
What does this mean for us?
you are to entrust this very important mission with Captain Zorn and his ragtag faithful few. Are we?
Captain,
Are we
I
certain?
understand your doubts about the rest of these ne'er-do-wells.
Okay.
I couldn't think of another word.
Yeah.
Damn. Look ahead,
Brelick's like,
Ganath.
damn.
But I think my loyalty to Aewa and Safeguard have been spoken for many times over.
Look ahead, Ganath. Look into the storm that approaches.
I am the storm that.
We do not have much time. We must do what we can.
The concerned expression of Ganath, looking off toward the storm, in his milky white eyes, he blinks and he works his jaw again, and then nods. You are right, my seraph. Of course you are right.
I've got 900 years of wisdom. And this is the only thing we have at the moment.
It's wisdom they're calling it now.
Aewa is leaving it to us to decide.
My seraph, I think it would be for the best if our new guests, the Fidalkins, would somehow be motivated or shown light in the situation. They have experienced tragedy today. Perhaps Captain... what is it, Gareth?
Ganath. Yeah.
Ganath. Perhaps Captain Ganath, his new acting captain of the guard, can turn his sights towards the people within his walls while I'm away.
Brilliant idea, Rolland. Ganath!
I will instate a fourth draft, my seraph.
Hoorah!
Certainly.
You knew where I was going. Good.
I will be sure
Give
it's
them
done.
Of course, after a day of mourning.
I don't care if they don't want to fight. They're going to fight. For safeguard, for destiny, and their dead prophet.
Is there a eulogy to be held for the prophet?
I'm sure we'll do something tomorrow.
I hope
we
it
are
weighs
to
on
do a-
you, Matt, that these are your decisions now. You can either help Jorma, or you can fight a war for these goobers on the front line.
If
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
my seraph, there is a detail that I failed to.
Very well, sir. I'll end up-
Out with the goddess if you need.
My seraph, there is one thing that I forgot to mention. The prophet, when he fell from the monument within the city center, upon arriving at the scene at the bottom, if we are to continue with any processions or eulogies, as Captain Zorn put it, we have to do so without a body.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
The defenders which arrived on scene, they were unable to recover the body of the prophet.
You're telling me someone stole the body of the prophet?
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
It is our intel that indicates the body of the prophet has vanished into the astral plane, my seraph.
He Obi-Wan?
He Obi-Wan.
Only his clothes were left behind, my seraph.
Obi-Wan.
Strike me down. I will become more powerful than you can ever imagine.
So deserved.
With pleasure.
With
Certainly we will still hold a procession of some kind, but we will proceed without the body.
closed casket.
Closed casket, yes. And then, like, he agrees with Brelikk, and then he looks back. He, like, does a double take to Brelikk and gives you a sneer, and then looks back to the seraph.
Trying to help.
Truly, the Vidalcan make no sense.
Man, he's just racist cool.
What is happening?
You wanted to play a paladin that was apparently.
I was told this country was lawful good.
Yeah, they are lawful good.
I mean, hey man,
Killing the enemies.
yeah.
Make it a closed casket funeral and call it a day, Goddess. I'll let you handle it.
So
As you please, my seraph.
And, give these, faithful few, my fucking legs.
Yes,
Get
provisions.
them,
provisions for the journey ahead.
provisions. Resources, whatever they need.
Of course.
let's go.
I will escort Captain Zorn and his faithful few to the Church of Aewa, where they will be able to provide with many generous donations.
Of course. Yeah. Leave!
As you wish, my seraph. And
Except you, Rolland.
he turns and faithful few, if you would. And he motions everyone but Captain Zorn to
Roland doesn't even say anything to you guys. He's just like, he looks like he's in dread right now. He is so emotionally spent.
we will
Can I give Roland a shitty grip before I leave? Like,
Leave us, Corinth.
yes, of course. And Consul Corinth follows after Captain Gonath, and
Oh, Consul Corinth's here.
yes. Yeah.
Crazy.
And
Damn.
he wasn't really in the conversation, but then
He made a few snide remarks.
Captain Goneth kind of leans into you all, whispering as he leaves, "We will await Captain Zorn in the throne room." And he beckons you all through, and some defender guards follow behind you. And the door to the... You head inside off of the garden terrace, and now it's just Rolland and Seraphin Deus on this balcony.
Rolland, get off of me.
I stand.
Come and approach this sight over here with me.
I pace over there.
You pace over there and you find your place next to him as he stands, and you see he's gripping the side of this stone balcony with his fingers, and it's cracking under it. He just looks so angry, and it releases the tension a bit as he's waiting there for a moment. Rolland, despite everything, I am glad you made it back here in one piece. After the loss of our Khan Sen by Haven, the Odovine, I don't want to lose anyone else.
Oh, Sen was from Safeguard?
Yes.
Oh, badass. Damn.
He was a
Rolland,
big...
imagine if you were that cool.
He was a big, beefy Azamar who rode on a
Holy
Pegasus.
shit. What level was he? Level 15?
You don't know.
I feel like he was probably the strongest person here. Now we just have Rolland left.
He was definitely some kind of high-ranking officer.
Yeah, now they're just stuck with Rolland.
Yes, well, I'm glad you found another officer that you can put your trust in. They're hard to come by, but I assume your judgment is sound.
I don't need your approval.
Roland thinks to himself, well, now you don't, I guess.
I don't, I'm glad you have a plan, Rolland. I really am.
Yeah.
You're sure that this, tablets will result in a flip in the war back to our standing? You believe this could even win?
Brelikk is the only one that remained from the last group of the faithful few.
What are you... Oh, alright.
What?
There was a group before us that were blessed by two of the gods.
It wasn't the same group?
No, but they are deserters. They abandoned their quest and their faith. That's where we came in. We were the next chosen ones. And what this tells me is that the gods and their limited reach over our world have still not given up on us yet. Forgive me, Seraph, I have not seen you this dejected forever. And while I understand there is good reason and bad happenstance, I encourage you to stand strong in the face of adversity.
Don't lecture me about standing strong, boy. I have been standing strong for 900 years.
Roland smiles and looks at him and says, yes, well, you look like you have been.
Off with his head.
That sentence.
But, despite that, Rolland, despite our long-standing reign,
God.
if we don't find a solution, Safeguard is finished, and those fucking lizards over the border will tear this country in two.
Roland just says, Sarah, just hold the line. Hold the line and send us to Heritage. And after we achieve victory there, dominoes will start falling one after the other. We can regain ground.
Don't fuck it up, Rolland. We don't have time for mistakes.
Roll nods.
Yes, my Fuhrer.
He turns towards you, and he extends his hand, not for a handshake, but for like a grip handshake.
It is the courtesy of the ally. It's how they greet each other in Safeguard.
Do not forget Aewa's light, Seraph. It's with us all.
He shakes his head.
This guy's fucked.
Dude, I'm trying so hard.
I appreciate your reinforcement in this time, Rolland. You are excused. Join your faithful few.
And
I leave. I leave questioning the words I have spoken myself today.
very grim, it would seem. For Safeguard, indeed.
Oh my god. You guys are fucks.
You guys really took that one moment where Cannon was racist to a couple of orcs and just ran with it. Yeah, all of Safeguard is racist. Fuck yeah.
Well, he got it from somewhere, Matt.
No, exactly. It's perfect. It's perfect. That's what you get for being an ass, Rolland.
There were so many funny callbacks there from the previous moments in the campaign.
Yeah.
Like podunks and it was fun.
Oh, dunk.
So, Rolland, you exit the terrace and you leave the Seraph to his brooding on that fateful balcony, and you return to your party. You backtrack through.
It's so funny that none of us were there for this conversation.
Yeah. Well, you were there for the first half.
I know, but
Yeah.
like this part where he gets individually chewed out. It's like the teacher's like, "See me after class," and then gets chewed the fuck out, bro.
I am
backtrack.
seemingly... Uh-huh.
You backtrack, to the throne room. Kind of, it's pretty easy to remember. Maybe there's a defender.
Did they say
at
that
the door.
all of them would be waiting for me in the throne room, or are they already like headed to the church?
That they would be in the throne room, yeah.
Okay.
And a defender guard is out there, and he'll say like, "Follow me," and he leads you to the to your group, kind of where you interacted with Jorma before, and you all have regrouped, and Captain Gonath stands before you all and says, "Well, that was certainly a turn of events."
This is Captain
Gonath. Yeah.
Garnet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
Garnet. I say, yes, it seems the recent events have worn away at the Seraph far more than I ever could have predicted.
There's a great stress on the kingdom of Safeguard, and it has eaten away at his judgment. But I believe that your judgment stays true and unfettered. I believe that this journey to heritage for you all can only work if you believe it to work, and
And that we have faith Captain.
And that you have faith. And he, but anyway, that will be a discussion at the gates. For now, I will take you to the church, and they should be able to provide you with whatever resources you require for your journey. And he nods
I nod.
and begins to escort you all out of the White Palace.
Oh, you're fine. As we walk out, I just say like almost under my breath to him. Perhaps the Seraph will return to himself once we produce some results.
And as he's leading you out, he responds to you. I believe his hatred for Emperor Catal is causing him great grievance. He has spoken long often tirades on how he plans to fly there himself and slay Catal.
It's a grudge that has lasted longer than either of our lives. One we cannot fathom.
I cannot imagine harboring such hatred for an individual as they do for each other.
The Seraph just needs to remember that all who have sinned eventually find justice. By one hand or another.
And he nods, and you continue down the switchbacks off of the White Palace, down to the lower districts of Safeguard once more. You even pass through the city center at one point in time. You see signs once again for Anvil Alley and the shelter of the Silver Shield and the Church of Aewa. Almost doesn't even need any sign, as this building sticks out of the city like a beacon, of hope, as it's kind of got like more space than other buildings in Safeguard. Like it's got like some green surrounding it, and it's like in the middle of a very large circle. And he leads you past some dry fountains and like fountains that are not currently running, and through this circle and up to the front doors of the Church of Aewa. And he turns to you all, and he says, well, when you are ready to leave, I suggest come tomorrow so that you have the day to prepare. I will be up by the northern gates to see you off.
Captain, when is the new curfew?
8 p.m.
What time
What
is it?
time is it?
Oh, it is, that's why you're
Real
asking.
5.
It's like evening, so it's like
7:59.
5. Like
Okay.
you still have a little bit of the night, of the day, rather.
Yeah, okay. I'll,
He nods to you and to the rest of the faithful few. Welcome to Safeguard. And he walks back to the
Dick.
back in the direction which he came, and 2 of his defender guards flank him as he looks like he begins speaking with them.
Quick question.
Yes.
Okay. Me and Khanek are the only ones that have tablets, right?
Yeah, that's right. And there's a 3rd tablet. Negotiator was the last to have seen it, or had it.
Yeah. What tablet was that? Do I have recollection?
The
of
tablet
that?
of neutrality is negotiators.
Tablet of balance, yeah.
Okay. Brelik's gonna turn towards the others and just say, well, if it were a regular day and nothing had happened, I would say we have to figure out what our next move is before we leave. But seeing the assassination, I already know what the first step of our the message is meant for.
And you all recollect the message left for you in Gale and the vision that you received, and the 3 sentences which stuck out to you the most as being the main message. Attend the eulogy of the prophet.
And safeguard.
In safeguard. Usurp the false chief Maladar in heritage, and deny the return of the dragons in Forlorn.
Who is this false chief Maladar?
It would appear as though the first item on the list has been crossed off, as in a way the prophet did dictate his own eulogy.
Oh, that's right.
I ask Brelikk, who is this false chief Maladar? Heritages of your people, yes?
Yes. Before Heritage's neutrality agreement, there was a chief before. In the conflict with Safeguard? No.
Sanctum.
Sanctum, yeah, in the conflict with Sanctum, our chief fell. I was supposed to be appointed as head, but Sanctum elected Maladar as chief of Heritage.
How did that come to pass?
Sanctum strong-arming their way into our conflict and dictating what goes. And I got stuck on border patrol duty.
And what did I get? My cousin's out fighting dragons. What do I get? Guard duty. So
Brelikk definitely did not mention this before when he was talking about his previous quest or anything. This is the first time he's brought up anything about his backstory.
So it sounds as if Brelikk has...
You have a more intimate knowledge of this Maladar then.
Yes. He is weak.
Bet he is.
Well, if you're here, then it does show the true type of leader that he is. We'll take him down together, Brelikk.
Wait, are we killing this guy?
It is ours.
Whoa. How do we get here? Kev
Welcome to Safeguard, Brelikk.
Kev
Welcome
says that in
to
character.
Safeguard, Brelikk.
I do say that in character.
Yeah.
After we leave,
I say...
And wait, did we just get drafted?
Yeah.
Yeah. So real quick, after we leave Nazi
What
Germany,
happens
I'm
when you're a
sorry,
follower?
safeguard
Oh, yeah,
tomorrow.
Go for it.
Will.
After we
You're a follower.
after we leave Nazi Germany, I mean safeguard tomorrow.
Oh my
uh,
God. I'm supposed to like
I
this
will
place.
I will lead the way north to the border. They said my people took part of the land.
Yeah, there's from the map.
Get
that
fucked,
you
Rolland.
guys have mechanically.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
We're going to
We
the
took
map.
We took Palisade.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
Is this Witcher music?
No, but it does have.
It's
the
not
vibe.
I see why you would think that. Though.
It's actually what?
It's actually Ash of Gods, the game.
Yeah, that's not real. So.
I don't know what that is.
My next guess actually would have been like
My
Divinity
next
or
guess was The
something.
Witcher 2.
Oh.
Holy shit! This map must have a lot of fucking stuff on it. My god.
Well, we gotta move Jorma's image up to safeguard now because we know he's there.
Yep.
It's
And you
right-
could be too, Matt. Follow me into the storms.
Nobody likes you. Or Jordan.
Shut up, Kev.
So yeah, we'll put.
Jorma trying to
there.
recruit me.
Hey, you want to make some actionable change? Otherwise, you can be a follower and follow Safeguard around.
Not
Do the
follow
bidding of
Safeguard.
others, Matt.
So up in Heritage.
Or become a leader.
Or on
I
the
was
border
literally
of
planning on
Heritage.
going up to Heritage to do this. I don't need Safeguard to tell me to do it. Oh, hey, look at that.
Some will lead and others will follow.
And apparently, someone called Chief Doramar has taken hold of the Palisade castle or keep.
Do I know Doramar?
Make a history check.
I would know him.
I make it with advantage. DM.
Yeah, I'd say so because it's
Let's
your
go.
homeland.
How do I do advantage? You said there's a way, John.
Okay,
Anything?
alt click. Alt click.
Alt
roll.
click.
Alt click.
That did not do it.
Let's do it again.
Hell,
Do it again.
do it again. Cool. 17.
So you know Doramar to be kind of an older soul. Well, you gotta think about this. No. The opposite.
Veteran?
He's he is the son of one of the veterans, or one of the elders from
Oh, okay.
the conflict, and most of the elders were killed. Very few were left alive. It was mostly the meek ones that were left, and Doramar, as such, kind of holds more traditional views of what his kingdom should do, i.e., go to war. He's a very outspoken guy.
Kingdom. I think you mean
But-
clan.
Yeah, well, Heritage was once much bigger at a point in time, before the assaults.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's very outspoken on his beliefs, and he, when you left, he wasn't particularly doing anything outwardly, like against the chief, but he definitely was having verbal spats with him on
Mhm.
how, on the future, like what needs to be done with the current clans of Heritage. And,
Oh, the rambunctious young.
yeah.
Not even seeing the opportunity to push out west.
So, yeah, that's basically what's going on there. So you guys are standing outside of the Church of Aewa, and in the rain. Do you enter the church?
Yes.
Or okay. Khanek
I'll
is
enter
like
the church.
getting his bandages out of the
Take
rain.
me to church.
Khanek, all of your bandages are very wet, and some of them are tearing from the rain. You feel like you might need to
Fuck.
change them when you head inside sometime.
I'll rush to the bathroom.
Alex gonna
He's got-
shit himself, guys. Get out of the way.
He's got like a toilet paper roll
Was he
following
like
his
still
foot.
wearing the cowboy hat, or?
Yeah, are you still wearing a cowboy hat now that you're out of?
No, I took that off once we left. What is it
Gale.
called? Gale, where I was
Okay.
wanted.
Alex's not a real character to me. He's just a man.
What do you mean? He
He's
has
a
the
made up.
revelation.
He's a man of my imagination. He's a fucking fever
He's
acid
in your
trip.
head.
A big banana wearing a cowboy hat is a mascot of a minor league baseball team.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
So you enter the church, and the rain dies down, and there's a very gentle, peaceful humming echoing throughout the inside of this church and the space above your heads. There are a lot of people in this church, but no one's really moving in any direction. It's groups of civilians that are joined hand in hand in prayer. You see Azamar, you see Goliath, even some half-orcs, and Vidalkin. They have these white sashes that are wrapped around their arms, and with this group, you feel as though they're all here for one reason or another. You can imagine for the Vidalkin, maybe this event with the Prophet has caused some of them to turn to what they would, before they held faith with Umare in the future, but with the death of the Prophet, perhaps that has resulted in some reevaluation on their part, though still they're in the minority. Rolland, as you step in, you recognize this to be a prayer to Aewa. It is how you would always pray during your time here growing up in this place. It is their moment of silence, as it were, except they hum together. Kumbaya.
Rolland doesn't join in, but as he enters this place, he almost looks not like discouraged, but he like just all the energy from getting to Safeguard and then talking with the Seraph deflates him. He looks like, he just kicked off his shoes after coming home, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
As he sort of like walks through this place without second thought of where he needs to, path and go.
Yeah. Rolland just begins to kind of wade through the praying civilians, kind of refamiliarizing yourself with the all too familiar inside of the place in which you grew up. And you all kind of just watch as Rolland rediscovers himself. And I
We
think
have a long journey ahead of us. You all should get some rest.
I should have totally asked. Doesn't Roland have a place here or something? Or like
No, he sleeps in bunk beds with the other
just
guys.
military.
cringe.
He's got a 2-story flat.
That was 2-story flat, mate. don't
Enough
run
room
on
for
pub.
all
The-
6 of us.
Roland, you say
All
this.
7 of us.
You say this to them, and
That's right.
the humming dies down as the worshippers conclude their prayer, and you see them all kind of slowly open their eyes in realization that it's done, and they kind of console and comfort each other. Some pull each other into hugs, others like clap each other on the shoulder while the other offers a smile back. And an Azamar woman emerges from the crowd. Froley! And that's where we'll end the session.
Yeah.
What? It's just over like that?
It's
No.
just over.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about the last paragraph you sent me from
What was that? I don't even
this.
remember. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah, okay, next session.
Yeah. That was very fun to listen to session.
It was nice seeing Jorma again.
Jorma
It was nice for Jorm to have a speaking part.
of the Utale.
Will, you like the fucking meme I posted?
I didn't see him, man. Where is it?
I was like Jorma right now and I clipped it in memes.
I'm looking back at the clip right now of when Cannon called the 2 halflings
yeah.
podunk.
Then you should have accepted that I was right.
It's very quiet, Cannon, unfortunately.
It is very quiet.
I know. Yeah, I couldn't boost it really.
There's some banger conversations.
And now we level up.
Nope.
Damn.
Whoa.
What? No level up to level 13? Come on.
You've done nothing.
Damn.
No, wait, Harry. I'll fight for the players. Rock, paper, scissors. No.
I liked your Tragedy of War trademark quote, Matt.
Will. Oh, I think Will did it too. didn't
CCing
he?
you.
Will did it too, I think. No, the that's perfect for Brelikk because he did he did exactly that for Ak. If you truly loved your people, you would let them rest or whatever.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. I feel like that motif's coming up a lot because especially like from I think it was last session too, we realized like Sanctum's allied with Bedlam because they hope to bring the dwarves back, and it's like the same motif right there as well.
So let me explain how
For-
this
for
all connects to
Brelikk.
horses. No.
Oh.
The fucking
So
horse.
this all comes back to
You
how
need
I'm gonna
Arthur.
get Sugbu back, okay?
This all comes
He's
back
dead,
to
man.
horses.
No,
Subu
he's
is
not.
dead. You left
No.
him for dead out there in the battlefield.
No,
I like that it-
No,
I like
he's
that
not
that random.
dead. He's resting peacefully
He's sleeping.
in the afterlife.
to the farm.
He died gloriously in battle.
Don't
I
forget
think you
the
left him
horse and
tied to a
Bedlam.
post somewhere and he died.
You forgot to feed him.
You guys remember the horse in Bedlam in the blizzard?
You-
What do we think about that?
Was there a horse in the fucking?
It was I think it was your character only who saw it or something. Don't remember.
Damn.
To the horses.
Okay, so we've technically already completed one of the tasks. We got to see. We saw. That's one task of the message, and so far it turned out to be simple.
Yep. It was like you
I
just
feel
showed up.
Yep, and I feel like tomorrow some fuck shit's totally gonna happen.
Tomorrow, like.
Could be.
Like in game, Mike, tomorrow, with Jorma being like, if you want to join me at dawn, and I'm like, okay, cool. But also we're being seen off from Safeguard as well.
Perhaps you could do both.
Enjoy being a follower, Matthew.
Will is so determined to win this
Really-
argument. Will is so determined.
Will
to win
is
this
so
argument.
determined.
Oh yeah, baby.
Hey, I don't know. I feel like we're all doing a good job of embodying our characters.
Nah, in that
morals.
conversation, Jorma was absolutely based. I was like, wow.
That fucking blew my
It's-
mind. I was like, dude, you haven't said a fucking word to
I was
me.
like,
the
Jorma's a
whole-
character? Holy shit.
Jorma's
That
characterization. Jorma's
surprised me.
characterization.
Matt,
I
literally
was
the
not
only
prepared.
Once I dropped a dead weight.
True.
Get
Matt,
fucked.
literally the only reason, and I actually am glad it ended up the way it did end up, where I just talked to you after, because it kind of felt like an angel devil situation on the shoulders, but it maybe more of like a devil situation. But like my whole thing was just gonna be like, oh, like Jorma, so you're the one who abandoned his quest and then like was like an like blah 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 blah.
Would not have helped. Would not have helped.
No, which is why I'm saying like I was trying to have the same effect, but it's better that I just talked to you directly about it.
Yeah.
It was cooler.
I feel like
that way.
Brelikk is confused on what Jorma was doing. Jorma wasn't hanging out with Mist trying to destroy the world. I don't know what you were talking
No,
about.
but you're from Bedlam, so we just assume you're fucking.
Yeah.
But he's
I'm not from
though.
Bedlam.
He was from Safe.
No, but we assumed you were from Bedlam.
Yeah, I
the
know.
narrative.
We assume because
Because
you're
you-
hanging
you're
around
allied with
Misk,
Back.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I get that.
and you're allied with Misk. So the moment I see you, and we just came out of the library with a bunch of dead changelings, it's kind of like, that's not a good look right now, bro.
It's probably Misk and Jorma again, those cunts.
It would have been so. In my head, what I thought was gonna happen, which would have been so funny, just to fuck with canon, would have been when everyone left the room and it was just the Saeoth, and he removes his mask and it's Misk. It would have been so funny.
Dude, I thought about that. I'm like, how funny would it be if
I
it's
am
fucking
you. And they have a
Misk?
combat and it's canon fighting his own character.
I thought about that, like,
It's so funny.
like what if Misk was technically the Seraph? I thought about too, like, why the fuck was only the attempt made on the Vidalcan's life and no shot was taken after at the Seraph at all? Like, it's so confusing why that happened. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get the full support of one entire country. Heritage.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Nazi Germany or Safeguard.
We didn't.
Same thing, really.
You know, if I could pull off a German accent, I might have gone with that for my Azamar characters.
And it would have ruined canon.
But I can only speak like this in the German accent. I have one tone, and it is shouting.
You're too used to Arnold.
And it is shouting.
Send the floorboards.
Here, I see.
And
you
that's
took
where
my
we'll end the
ideology
session.
apart.
Huh? Yeah.
Sorry if I
Harry,
did,
I didn't say you had to make my entire country like me.
It's
Sorry
your
if I-
fault.
talking to your character, Canon. I didn't mean for it to be like that, but I know it could have been. You know,
I wasn't trying to
seen as
destroy your
such.
character. It just had to happen.
I wasn't trying.
Because he wants to complain about you, he's complaining about the situation.
Right. It's just the situation at hand.
I'm just
More just like he's the ruler of this whole country and he's having a nervous breakdown.
He is having a nervous breakdown, yeah.
Oh my god. I appreciated the comment after from Captain. I keep trying to say Gareth. It's not Gareth.
Goneth. Yeah, that he's kind of losing his mind a little.
Well, that, but like he was like, it seems that while like his judgment is clouded, you have remained vigilant. And I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Cool.
Yeah.
In character, you know.
Yeah.
900 years, this guy couldn't find an heir.
Oh, he would have mentioned this,
Thanks
but one
for
of the main
stopping
reasons
I don't think
by.
wanted an heir.
Tragedy of
like,
war.
Like Haven is in a much worse spot after that. Like he mentioned, the
Session
consulate was
31.
bound by.
We will be
Okay.
back.
But one of the reasons probably they weren't is in much trouble as they are.
Same time, same place
mostly due
next
to
week.
Archon Sense, like that battle you guys were on.
On
They
Friday.
were able to hold like a pretty good
Or
position
Saturday.
to defend.
Same time,
it.
same place.
So
So if you stuck around, thanks for watching.
he would have mentioned that.